So guys, I'm just looking at the Gumtree over here to see exactly what I need. So as I go and see these nice and beautiful people over here, I'm looking to see exactly what I need. So anyway, as I go and just look for ideas, I'm scanning for ideas to see exactly what people are doing, what people are selling cars around here, and there's a lot of competition on actual Gumtree. So never sell anything in terms of money on Gumtree because there's a lot of competition. And if you're selling anything about money today, then there's a lot of competition. But guess what? Rush, if you're selling yourself for money, then you're making sure that you're giving people what you're worth. I mean, but guess what? Probably it's more how here, probably there's more competition for you also, but there's no competition when you're selling yourself for money. Probably you're the only competition over here. Probably you're the only competition. That's why I'm learning very quickly how you can go and succeed straight away to do something nice and beautiful. So I see removalists, for example, and now removalists, probably I can see straight away these people over here. So I understand that no matter what, that these people are over here. So I understand that anyway. I can see straight away how I'm just affordable. I'm affordable by making sure that no matter what, I can learn how to have an employee over here and there. And making sure that what I want to do is I want to focus on understanding straight away how to go and deliver content in a way that I see other people are just dropping off and stuff like that. But I'm understanding that no matter what, look at this over here. Probably look at this over here. I see these people over here are just, or as they're calling themselves cheap men. I mean, they're calling themselves cheap. I see the tip run removal is cheap. I mean, they're cheap people. I mean, are they cheap people though? Personally, nobody's cheap around here, but they're calling themselves cheap people. I'm not sure that as I go and grow myself quickly, and I'm making sure that no matter what, that they're just doing transport over here. But I can actually call them anyway to see what's happening. So if I call them, then I have to give them money. So it's more how I feel, and no matter what, that as soon as you call them, I mean, just be willing to give what they want. I mean, so the first thing you have to do is never try to scam anybody on money, but you can look for better prices if you want. I mean, just ask. I mean, just ask them and just ask them the quota and stuff like that, and then guess what? Probably it's much more how I feel. I mean, guess what? Probably it's much more how I understand that anything that's, let's say, under $20 an hour, probably. I mean, if you offer them $20 an hour, probably it's much more. I understand straight away. Now you just do better. I mean, just let them do much greater. I mean, make sure you understand that what you want to do is go and just call them. I realize you have to call these people, and you just say, I'm looking for somebody to just do some camera hire work and just to be able to hold a FBOSS machine for me on the day. I mean, what day? I mean, how much do you give? I'm pretty sure if they ask me how much I give, I'm pretty sure just ask them how much they find attractive for me to give them on a day. And guess what? Probably as soon as they give me a quote, I probably should just say I'll give you a call back. I'll give you a call back. I just have to give a call back about that one. I mean the same. But guess what? Probably if you say that, probably you deserve it. Probably you deserve it. But guess what? I realize it's much more how you have to go searching for people, so that you can have people in whatever it is. But Jesus Christ just gets the first one in. I mean, Jesus Christ says already. I mean, just get the first one, and whatever price they give you, I mean, just go and be able to afford it. Otherwise, I mean, just say yes, I agree. I have no worries, and guess what? I probably should just move on, yeah, or I should just agree, yeah. I mean, if you agree, then guess what? I mean, you can still decide. I mean, just agree with them and just get the nice and beautiful conversation going, and say yes on this day, on this day, on this day, and guess what? I probably should anyway. Then just afford to give them what they ask for. I mean, that's what Jesus Christ does. I mean, understand, but never try to go anything worse. I mean, if they give you a price or something in terms of number, then go for that price. I understand, but then guess what? You say, I have no worries, but you make sure that you leave the conversation and you just make sure that you can go and grow yourself differently. So what I want to do is I want to ask them over here on the day. So what I do is I set up a phone call over here with this guy over here. I'm making sure that no matter what, I can just help him to do something, but I want to do everything through tax. I want to give him money through tax. Otherwise, Russian out. Because of that, I want to make sure that no matter what, I get his tax file number and get his BSP and account number. And I do that for myself over here, and make sure no matter what, that from that point, I learn to just intrigue myself here, to go and continue to just talk with him and to have a nice, beautiful conversation that's positive. And then I leave the conversation in a positive way and I just move on. I want to ask always these questions. So I want to ask him how much is he charging per hour. I'm making sure I can ask that. I can make sure I can give you some knowledge over here about everything. And I just say, no worries. I'm just making sure that you guys understand, or do you understand I can call you back for that. So make sure that every single day I thank you very much. And that's it, yeah. I mean, make sure I understand that no matter what, it's more how I understand. How to understand straight away that what I do is I can say I agree. I can say I agree straight away. But the thing is, I can also say I'll give you a call back. I'll give you a call back very shortly. And that way, just talk to them. I mean, talk to other people and learn to understand how to demonstrate what you want. So just be nice overall is what you want. I'm calling this guy now, or this woman. I say hello.
Yes.
I,
How can I help you?
I just seen your nice and beautiful advertisement on the Gumtree.
Yes.
I'm just looking for someone to help me do some camera work on the 28th of May, and also I need you to be able to be on my FBOSS machine.
I usually just do deliveries.
I see.
That's about it.
I have no worries, but if you're willing to be on the FBOSS machine for about 8 hours and also to do some camera hire work for me, I'm just doing a seminar. I'm doing a public speaking seminar.
All right. Look, that's nice, but I'm not really ready for 8 hours. I just, I do deliveries. That's about it.
I see.
Yeah, I don't know where you'll find any help like that. You're a bit hard, isn't it?
I have no idea, but I'm just looking for people who can do it. But are you able to maybe do 3 hours?
Um, what do you do anyway? Just curious. What do you do?
I'm just a public speaker, so I'm just helping people on the 28th of May at the Mounties, Mount Pritchard. And I'm just making sure I can send you also my details on message.
Yeah. Look, I don't want to waste your time. Thanks for that, but I think I'm not the person for it, to be honest.
I have no worries. I thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Alright, either way, you must understand that this guy's never up to make money or anything like that, so I'll move on. I mean, he just wants to be a delivery truck driver, so let him be. Alright, now I'm just sending I'll send him my nice and beautiful promotional card over here. I'll send him a nice and beautiful promotional of myself over here. Because at least he gets to find out some free information about me, and that way I'm learning very quickly upon how to send him my business card over here. So I send him my actual business card over here, and it's my actual business card that's my Canva one, that's my actual event page one, so making sure that he gets that, so I can go and do a better job for myself. And as I go and do a better job for myself, I'm learning very quickly upon how to actually talk to people. So as I talk to people, I'm learning that he has no ability to be able to do that for me. I mean, the guy never finds that attractive. I mean, never finds it attractive to be able to do camera hire work and stuff like that. So one thing anyway, what I do is I go and send him this nice and beautiful message here. So I'm understanding that what I want to do is always be able to go and do that for myself, where I can send people my nice and beautiful message of life, where I'm just learning very quickly upon life itself, and I'm making sure that I can go into my Mega Drive now, because I have to go and deliver content. So as I deliver content, I'm looking to help myself to just deliver my nice and beautiful card over here, which is my beautiful way of life. So let's have a look over here to see what's going on. So if you have a positive conversation with people, then of course, I mean, make sure you understand that it's never about you, but I mean, make sure you understand it's about you, but it's more about understanding that they may never feel like they're ready to do whatever it is that you want them to do. So that way you understand straight away how you need to grow yourself anyway, and or else you need to make sure that your business card is in your nice and beautiful wallet for yourself. So that way you're always growing yourself, and you're making sure that you have more than enough success all the time to succeed and achieve all your goals and dreams every single day, because that's how you actually grow, and you grow through different scenarios and making sure that you're learning very quickly upon what you need to do to succeed. So making sure that no matter what, I have Canva over here. As I have Canva, I'm making sure that I can go and dwell upon helping myself to have business cards in my pocket over here, but I'm making sure that no matter what, I can see over here. I can see over here in Canva what's going on, and I'm understanding that I just want to go and grow myself. And as I grow myself, I learn very quickly upon the art of what I need to succeed. And that's the whole point, yeah? And the whole point is making sure you're successful. But as you succeed, you shall prosper, because you shall find what you need. But the questions of asking, I have to ask more people. Watch, that's all it is. Watch, that's all it is. Watch, now as I go and grow myself, I need to just send this person over here my business card. So as I send them my business card, I'll make sure that they can see straight away what I'm doing because I spoke to them, and that way I'm learning very quickly about what I need to do. So what I do is I move on from that guy. I make sure that anyway, what I want to do is I want to ask much more people. So it's much more how I do it. I do it. I realize now, guess what? Probably I can save money here. But it's much more if I give much more of myself, then I have what I want. And I realize I have to meet my standards. So here, I mean $25 per hour. I see professional removalist around here. I see now this individual over here can do some removalist stuff for me over here. But he's just doing that as a free quote, making sure no matter what I can learn that this guy over here is excellent for me, man. I mean, this guy over here is 25 bucks per hour, and I just give him that because I just say 25 bucks per hour. I mean, in the sense, so no matter what, that since he's doing already that, I give him 200 bucks on a day, and just say 200 bucks for the day. I mean, from 1 p.m. I mean, from actually, I can give him 250. I can give him 250 to come with me at 11 p.m. and just be with me at the door and just relax. I give him 250 from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. I give him 250 bucks because that's what his rate is. So I'm making sure anyway. What I do is I call him. I give him a call, but let's have a look. I mean, he may say no. Or else now what I want to do is, I'll let it be that way. I promise you, I want him to be with me the whole day. And I want to be able to give him legal money. So if he never wants me to give him money illegally, in terms of legally, then I make sure that no matter what I want to do legally, I want to give him people money legally. But I can say that he's my friend. I can say he's my friend, but guess what? Probably it's much more how I feel. If I give him money here on the side like this, probably it's much more how I understand Jesus Christ says, it's much better for you to go legally and do it. Or Jesus Christ says, go legally and give it to him legally, because that way, I understand Jesus Christ says it's much better legally to do it, and that way I'm understanding that no matter what, I go and give him legally money, and that way I'm understanding I just ask for his tax return number and his actual TFN number and everything, does everything, and then I just follow his number, and that way I'm learning very quickly upon how to go and do greater. So let's have a look over here at what his name is.
One.
Alright, so anyway, I want to send him a message. I say, I'm looking for somebody to do some camera and I'm looking for somebody to do some video camera recording and FPOS. Machine work on the 28th of May 2021 from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. See, I see over here, I give 250. I see, I give 250 with a question mark. I realize now, because I ask and I shall receive, I make sure that no matter what, I give 250. I mean, I make sure that no matter what, that he sees that message, because that way, I send a message over here, that I send over here, him a message, I say, I'm looking for somebody to do some video camera recording and FPOS machine work on the 20th of May 2021 from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and I give 250. I say, I am at the Mount Pritchard RSL Club. I'm at the Mount Pritchard RSL Club. I realize either way, I'm approaching now from this point. I realize he can come and do that for me if he wants. But the thing is, I realize how the thing is about hiring people, and you can see straight away how you have to go and really call them, and you have to call them one by one. But this individual here can help me, and he can help me, or else he can help me do what I need to do. And as I go and do that, I realize that no matter what, I feel that he's in the Hurstville area, so he can come. But the thing is now, what I want to do is I want to focus on concentrating a better life for myself. But as I understand, I'm giving him an easier work title. I mean, I'm giving him a better job. For sure, I'm giving this guy a better job to do than actual removalist work, man. It's much easier work. It's much better work, and I can see it straight away. But what I do now is I just keep going. Or else $250, but I have help. I have help on this day, and as I go and dwell upon helping myself to succeed, then offer people different time limit. I mean, offer them different times and say, hey, just say, hey, are you able to go and do it for me for 3 hours or 2 hours or whatever it is? I mean, in a sense, so just to be able to have a help on the day is much better. I mean, so what I do now is I just have to go and do grader anyway. So what I do is always look for different types of aspects of life over here in different ways. But I'm understanding that no matter what, if I have them for 8 hours, Roshi, it's more enough for me. It's more enough for me to go and deliver that. But I'm understanding that no matter what, it's more how I can have them. I mean, do I really need them from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m.? I realize I can have them from, let's say, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. I mean, that's 5 hours. I mean, with 5 hours of actual content, I mean, guess what? I mean, I have a seminar that's 8 hours. I have a seminar that's 8 hours. I need them to record me for 8 hours. Minimum. Or else now, extra 2 hours with me at the door. Probably I can do it. I can do it. Or else now, anyway, I see this guy can help me. I gather you're using equipment. I just give him a call. I just call him, so yes. I give him a call now. I'll make sure to talk to him.
One.
I see. Anyway, he did reply to me. So what I want to do is I want to just message him. But if people never want to talk to you on the phone, then it's much more how you have to understand that he's trying to connect with me here. But I'm just saying that I want to get him on the phone. I say yes. I say yes. I just also want to ask you to call me, so we can chat over the phone also to connect. And also I'm using my camera lens phone, and also I teach you on the day how to use my AirPods machine, so that way we gather it all better. But I invite you to my public speaking seminar also, and I send you also the address, but I need you at Mount Pritchard RSL Club at 11 a.m. with me. I say anyway, so what I do is I just send him my nice and beautiful content over here. Make sure he can find me with my nice and beautiful content. So he said yes. So I want to make sure that you understand. They're saying that he's sorry and that he's in Wollongong and he wants to call me tomorrow morning. I say no worries. I say I have no worries. I have no worries, and talk soon. I say I have no worries and talk soon. Alright, anyway, I'm making sure that this guy just understands who I am. I sent him my nice and beautiful business card. I sent him some nice and beautiful ways of life. So I am doing a screenshot with him. I want to also ask his name. I want to make sure that I do screenshots with this. And he can find me online. I realize he can see online straight away what's going on with me. And he can see where I am and what's happening with me. And I'm always understanding straight away how it is. So straight away he understands the actual public speaking gig. I love it. Actually, since he understands he wants to come on the day, I'm giving him $250. I gave him $250. I'm making money over here. I have somebody. I make sure that no matter what I can teach him on a day, and that way he's with me. He's with me, and this guy over here, anyway, you can see straight away my Instagram and my YouTube account and what I'm doing on a day. So anyway, so what I'm doing is I'm focusing on helping myself to move forward. But that's a great deal for me. I approach $250 to have this guy with me on a day, and I'm doing better than $250. So I understand from that point. I understand that no matter what I do now, since he's actually coming to my event for now, I've realized he can actually let me down as well. He can let me down. He may never show up to my event. Well, what I do is I let him be, and I give him money legally. I make sure that I need his BSB and account number, and I get that over the phone with him. I make sure otherwise we never even have a deal. I make sure anyway I can go and do a greater job for myself. But what I do now is I make sure that before they even enter, I want him to stand at the door. I want him to be at the door for a bit. I want him to be at the door with me from 11 to, let's say, 12:30. And then I want to go into the room while he can be at the door. And he can just go and dwell upon a better way of life over here. But what I want to do, or else what I want to do on a day, is I want to make sure I'm recording some audio programs with myself over here to make sure I'm learning. So every single day, to understand what's important is understanding that I need to connect with him as well. I need to have a conversation with him over the phone, but also through audio content. And now, because I'm recording myself, I realize if he never wants me to do that, actually it's more an alarm bell where they may send me some signals of danger over here. So what I do is I keep recording everything and make sure anyway that what I'm doing is I'm talking to myself more than him. And that way I'm understanding that no, I'm having a conversation with him much more this time. I'm actually understanding that no matter what, I want to understand his story, but as we are understanding straight away people, I'm making sure that no matter what, that people are coming in. So what I want to do is I want to actually just let it be. And I want to make sure that I just talk on a day in a way that I'm recording. But guess what? Probably do I have to record it? Probably it's more how I feel that I can let it be that way. I can do everything on the go. I can say, how are you? I thank you very much for coming over here. And I'm making sure no matter what that people can ask me questions. And now, am I recording conversation? I'm recording everything on the day. I'm making sure that no matter what, that nobody can do anything. But guess what? I can do anything that I want by making sure I'm following Jesus Christ. But on the day, somebody may never want to be in the video. I realize now because of that, I send them to make sure that they can go and sit on the side somewhere. I make sure that no matter what, I make sure that my cameraman or whoever is doing it for me on the day is never recording them, but just sit on the side somewhere, please, because this is my seminar over here. And all I actually do is I return them the money. I say, here's your money. I realize now, guess what? Probably it's much better for me to do this. I return the money. I just said, you're free to leave. I mean, it's either I record the seminar totally, or you're free to leave. I mean, what do you want? I give them the option. I mean, I have to record my seminar regardless of you. I mean, you never want to be in the camera. I mean, you can see at the back over there. I mean, guess what? But make sure you understand anyway that what I do is I record the seminar first and I just say, I apologize. And I just say, I return your money as quickly as possible, but it's either we record you today. It's either I record you today or you just leave, because I want to make sure that I'm doing my seminar today. It's just like that. So no matter what, that it's how I do life. And I never need them in my seminar. Or else I never need you in my seminar if you never want me to record your face. I never need you there, and I never care about your money either. I mean, just go. So anyway, from that point, I'm making sure I have somebody at the door now. I'm making sure that this individual is at the door until, let's say, nice and beautiful 2 p.m. or else 2 p.m. I make sure that no matter what, that he can go to every single customer. Unfortunately, he goes to everybody's. Unfortunately, he goes to all customers. Unfortunately, he can go all. He goes to all customers, and he places the nice and beautiful camera with me, and I get the camera from him. I make sure I record myself, but I just say you're placing the camera over here and here and here. If you have to go and grab money from the customer, and that's it. I mean, I get somebody else to chase the money for me, and that's the money. I mean, that's the money. I mean, the money is to get other people to chase the money for you. I mean, give them money to chase you money. I mean, make other people chase the money for you because you look much better for like this. I mean, you have a better decision-making process to make other people chase the money for you while you are giving the words. Roshi, it's much better for you to give the words while other people are chasing your money for you than you having to chase the words and the money. I mean, never chase the money. I mean, chase the words, but make other people chase the money for you. And there's a big difference. I mean, you never be the one chasing the money. I mean, make sure that other people are chasing the money for you. And that's what I'm learning now. I'm learning very quickly upon what's happening. But as Ben Harvey and JT Fox are, let's say, sending people to other people to give them money, Roshi, it's more how they are chasing money. But is JT Fox and Ben Harvey doing themselves, or are they sending it to somebody else? Roshi, they're sending it to somebody else, aren't they? Roshi, they send it to somebody else because otherwise they look like people who are miserable. Roshi, if they are going and trying to ask for money and receiving money from people, but guess what, Roshi, it's much more how you have to understand that if I go around getting money from people, then it makes me have to get the money rather than give the words. But I can give the words as well, but it's more unprofessional. But since I have 100 people in a seminar, I make somebody else run for that while I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to 100 people while somebody else is on the side trying to get the money for me. Roshi, that's more professional, isn't it? Roshi, it's much better. So what I'm doing now is I'm learning quickly upon how to do that for myself. And as I do that, I'm learning very quickly upon how I understand straight away. I'm lifting myself from whatever it is. I'm understanding that I realize no matter what now, I understand that it's already, let's say, I gave $800 so far for my event, LOI. Roshi, plus another 250. Roshi, that's already $1,050 I've given already for my birthday so far. And I'm making sure that no matter what I do is I just go and focus upon helping myself to succeed. But make sure that you never have to wait until tomorrow to speak to somebody on the phone. Otherwise, Roshi, what is amazing is being able to speak to people now. I realize now what I want to do is I want to focus upon helping myself to succeed differently. And that way I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying myself differently. But I see how other people have removalist kind of advertisements online. And they place removalist advertisements online. So what I want to do now is, since I already have this individual coming for me today, I already did save, let's say, I did save $250 over here. So I'm understanding that no matter what I feel, Jesus Christ is saying just keep going. And I'm understanding that what I do now is I already did save, let's say, $250 over here. I save via David Uber. I just made a better deal. So the better deal is I understand straight away that I'm doing better. And as I grow myself, I succeed. I'm loving life. I love I. I'm making sure they understand it's very professional approach. It's very professional for you to send your business card or event to people so that they can see exactly what you're doing. But when you do that, then be able to call people and just call people in a day. And now, do I have to ever do this again? Roshi, now the thing is that if I understand anything about life, Roshi, the next time I do this, Roshi, it's more I have to do it differently now. Roshi, I never want to do this again. I never want to call these people online like this ever again. I want to make a nice and beautiful automation system online for a link for people to give me money on the day. And if they never have a link online, then guess what? I have to make a link online before the event, and I want them to give me money online so I never have to hire other people. Roshi, yes. Roshi, I mean, guess what? I mean, that's the best thing, yeah? I realize now what I do on a day is I make sure that people can see this now. I make sure that no matter what, that since I'm actually understanding straight away what's happening, I'm understanding that no matter what, that my events now are straight away going into link online from now on, because that's the kind of information I'm looking for now. And the different information now is, since I actually went through the process around these people in removalist area, I never want to go online into Gumtree anymore. I never want to go on Gumtree anymore. I never want to go on these job seeker sites anymore. I never want to do that anymore. Whereas what I do now is I make an event. I make my first event, and I make it a link event. And I hire myself a company, like somebody who can actually give me a link where people can go and give me money on the link. Otherwise, and then what I do is I get them to just show me the email at the door. Show me the email at the door. It's so much better, yeah? Guess what? Just show me the email and come in. Although, guess what? It's much more different now. It's much more different, but now, how do I understand that they didn't get the ticket? Now, it's much more how I understand that what I need to do is, since I understand that kind of scenario too, that what I do is I never need an FPOS machine from that point. I never need myself an FPOS. I never need I need to get an FPOS machine regardless. But having an FPOS machine at the door with a customer with an online link is extra. So I'm not saying that if you do that, then you have a better deal. The better deal is you're giving more and you're never trying to suck out anything. But that's the whole point, yeah? So what I need to do now is create an online link along with what I'm doing. So I have an information service of, let's say, FPOS machine at the door with somebody working for me with a camera hire on a day. And I can always get this guy to come for me. I can always get this guy to actually come to my events now. I developed this good friendship with him, and he can always come to my events to do this camera hire for work for me on the day. And that's it. He's able to go and do my phone stuff, and he's able to do FPOS machine for me, and I have an employee now always with him. I have David, the Uber driver, as well, here and there. I'm making sure I can invite him here and there, and I can help him to sleep somewhere as well. But the thing is, now, I'm understanding that. I understand David, the Uber driver, is my employee too. And so is this guy. I have 2 employees here. I have 2 employees, and I can get them both on my day. I can get them both to come on my day as well. I can get them around the world with me, to come with me everywhere. So I'm understanding that straight away. And as I do that, I let it be that way. But I'm understanding that no matter what now, since I have 2 employees, I let it be that way. I can rack up a 3rd employee here and there, and a 4th employee, and then I guess what, I get all 4 to come to me. I can get all 4 people to come to me on the day because I have been working with them. And that way I'm building customer relationships with myself, and I'm building customer friendships in terms of life. And I'm understanding that it's just a better friendship and relationship that is the word I only. Now I'm understanding that no matter what, that I'm just the word I only. Or else from that point, I'm understanding I just add a link on top of this, and I give much more money now. I have to give more money now. And that's the way it is. Now, from that point, I understand what I need to do now. From this point. And from this point now, I'm understanding I'm understanding how much better I am now. But now I summarized 2 employees already. And now, anyway, from this point, I have to get myself a 3rd employee. And then a 4th one, and a 5th one, and a 6th one. And anyway, I have more enough. And then I'll go around Australia and get these employees to come with me. That's it. I get these employees to come with me everywhere. And they work for me always, all the way. Now, if they're unable to come, I get the other ones. And then I go and file for another employee, all the way. And that's it, yeah. I see the service over here. I see exactly I can get these removalists to come with me. They can come with me everywhere. Since I understand that, we're still $60 per hour. $60 per hour, I can give them $60 per hour, bro. It's so easy, yeah. It's so easy to give them $60 per hour. And a little bit that way, I can give them $100 per hour. But I'm making money. I have no limits here. And now what do I do now? I make sure from this point on, I'm learning very quickly upon doing much more. And what else do I need to do now? I'm making sure that no matter what, that since I'm understanding that, I still have to go through country, and I still have to go and accumulate more customer base. I still have to go and accumulate more employees. And I realize a little bit that way. I'm brushing out from that point. I'm understanding that no matter what, that now the kind of information I need is just on a day to just give the seminar. Wow. There you go. Because I have everything else set for myself. Everything else is coming along. I need to get the FPOS machine information and give the nice and beautiful knowledge on the day, and get myself a laser now, and get myself the nice and beautiful PowerPoint. And now the PowerPoint is somewhere in my nice and beautiful Mega Drive over here, so I can go search for it now. Now I have a PowerPoint here somewhere, so say PowerPoint. See power. As I search for the PowerPoint over here, I understand that no matter what, I'm just looking for my PowerPoint inside of Mega Drive. So Mega Drive can search up everything for me, and I can straight away see about what I do. And as I go and do whatever I need to do in terms of to succeed, I'm making sure I have more enough of whatever I need to make sure I'm doing better and better. Making sure that I'm always successful, and that's it, yeah? Making sure now, what I need to do always is focus on studying myself in a better way. I'm learning the PowerPoint over here. I'm learning to see where that nice beautiful PowerPoint is. I realize now, if you want to go and make a new PowerPoint, I realize that what I need to do is right here. I have a PowerPoint slip over here. I have to go and print it, LOI. I have to go and make sure that I print 100 of these papers. And 100 of these papers, I realize it's 10 cents per paper or something like that. I mean, I'm doing better than that. I'm making sure you understand that. Since that's the case, I realize if it's 10 cents per paper, then 100 people, LOI, or 100 people, which that's already $100 of printing right here. I have better than that. I understand that what I want to do is straight away just notify people upon different coaching and business strategies here. I want to show people different aspects of my life over here. And if I print them these kind of papers over here to see, it's much more how I understand it's just for my business over here. But I have to again expand my business to give people, and that's it. I give them the whole PowerPoint. I mean, guess what? It's more how I feel that the PowerPoint is all different. But since the PowerPoint is all different, I'm making sure I can show people Mega Drive and all that. And I can show people my results regardless. And people can see my results in other ways. Whereas I understand that now. I understand that no matter what, what's important for me right here is to show people differently. But guess what? It's more how I understand that I go and do better than that. And I go and understand how to go and dwell upon making sure that people can go and find my nice and beautiful content over here. But what I want to help people with today is I understand that they never appreciate the value I'm giving them here. They never care about the value I'm giving them over here. I mean, all I do is I make sure that on the day, I can go and really, really help myself to see something over here. But this actual plan over here is gone. This is a nice beautiful way to say that this PowerPoint is done. That is never the plan anymore. That PowerPoint is finito. So what I want to do is a little bit that way. And I'll move on from that PowerPoint now. And that PowerPoint is never that kind of PowerPoint anymore. So what I need to do now is focus on something different. I'm making sure that I understand I'm learning something different from what I'm doing now. But as I actually go and grow myself now, or as what's important for me is to go and start really, really accumulating another type of individuality of a PowerPoint where I can do it. But guess what, do I want to do another PowerPoint here? Guess what, the PowerPoint's in my words. But guess what, let me just understand something. That PowerPoints over here, I can create PowerPoints, but what do I want to place in my PowerPoint? Just words. That's it, yeah. It's more enough for me. I realize, anyway, on the day, I realize the laser and all that, what can I shine the laser at? Guess what, it's much more how I feel. That no matter what, I realize I have a whiteboard, and that can be my PowerPoint. I have a whiteboard. I realize, anyway, everything in terms of results is on my Instagram. If people go and open my results now on their phones, people can open up the whole Mega Drive right now. I need everybody to go download Mega Drive. And as they download Mega Drive, I need them to go and click on my link. I need them to click on my link. So what they do is on Instagram, or as they go on my actual nice and beautiful profile on Instagram, and then from this point on, they feel much more curious about this. And then they click on my Instagram, and then from my Instagram, they go and click on just the Mega Drive. Just click on the Mega Drive About Me section over here. And then from that point, they have to go and sign up for my link. So I'll make sure that on the day, I'll make sure that people can go and click on my Mega Drive first. I make sure I get everybody to do it on the day. And I make sure they download it. I make sure I'm receiving a call over here. So I just go and call them. I actually want to go and open the conversation over here. I say hello. So anyway, I realize that what I do is I move on. So guess what? I realize I never want to go and, let's say, open up a conversation like that ever again, because you're seeing that. I said hello to somebody who was calling me. So what I want to do is I want to move on now. I want to make sure that what I want to do is I never ever go and answer that conversation ever again. I make sure when other people call me uncallingly, in terms of in a way that they never did notify me, I never want to pick up the phone call regardless of what was happening. So what I do is I move on and make sure I have more enough success over here to last me for a good while, and making sure I'm always successful more and more. So I understand that who was calling me over here is somebody to do with somebody over here. I'm making sure somebody else is calling me over here. I'm making sure anyway that since I'm actually growing myself, I understand that what I want to do over here is I want to place this guy over here as my employee. I say my employee. So I just add this guy to my new contacts list and say employee. I say Mounties employee. I just go and understand him. I save David as my Uber driver over here as my employee too. Or he can always work for me because I gave him around 500. I gave him around $500 to drive me around. I mean, guess what? I'm probably anyway. That since I'm saying that, since I'm learning very quickly, I get people to subscribe to my Mega Drive whenever during the second. I mean, guess what? I mean, whenever. I'm flexible about what I'm doing, and then what I do is also I show them on my Instagram what I'm doing, and I make sure I get my nice and beautiful phone out. I make sure that people can see my nice and beautiful phone. So as I understand straight away, I can go into my phone. I show my people over here who are watching me at my seminar. I make sure that anybody now who's actually coming into my seminar now is actually somebody who gave me money. So anyway, what I do is I show people to copy me and exactly what I'm doing on Instagram. And what I say is go on my actual Mega Drive About Me section and click on it and just download the application very quickly. And just do it now and sign up very quickly throughout the seminar. And then from that point, just go and also open up my nice and beautiful, let's say, my nice and beautiful how to lose weight images over here. And then once they click the nice and beautiful how to lose weight, which is course 5,000 or whatever, I'll show you it's the way it is. I'll show you it's much more how I understand straight away. That number there is something I'm doing much better than that. By making sure that no matter what, that people can open it in the browser. And now since they can open it in the browser as well, or they can open it up in my application. So they can they can see my results right away. And they can open it and see my results in terms of how I am. So as my results are here showing, which they can see different results on their phone. And then what I do is I make sure that they can just go through my content here. And I'm making sure that they can go and see my list on $1 million, or else they can go and see my list on $1 million mentors. And also what I have going and why I'm doing that. And then I'll go into the actual occasion of why I do what I do on that. So what I do is I can show the people PowerPoints presentation, which is my Instagram right here. And making sure that I want to just go over the PowerPoint of my Instagram, which is the newest kind of Instagram I have right here. And I can put that actually on the screen of the nice and beautiful dashboard of my seminar. Or else the nice and beautiful screen over here can actually record my nice and beautiful way of life around here. Or else now, since that's the actual content right here, I'm making sure that no matter what I do is I'm learning very quickly upon what's going on. But I'm understanding straight away how I can delete certain aspects from my nice and beautiful content over here. And do I need label radar? I probably never do I need label radar ever again. I actually never need them ever again, so I'm actually just deleting them, making sure that no matter what, I'll learn very quickly about the ABN registration form. Appropriately, it's more how I understand straight away. I can go and remove it as well. I can remove the ABN registration format over here because I never need that. I never need that right now. Appropriately, although now since I understand that, I'm making sure I have a YouTube content over here. But what I can do over here is I can rename everything, and I can understand straight away how people can go on YouTube and they can go and press any kind of dashboard or whatever they want inside of their content over here, and make sure I can delete that from that. I'm making sure that what I want to do for myself over here is I want to make sure that you guys understand straight away how I'm doing live. So what I'm doing is over here at the laptop, there's my laptop over here, I have certain amounts of, let's say, aspects of life over here, what I've done, just of what I've done over here. And I've done something to help myself, so I'm making sure that I'm just deleting these address bars from the actual, let's say, screen over here. So I'm understanding that no matter what, I'm never deleting I. But I'm looking to see exactly what's going on. So as I really understand that, your nice and beautiful email shows you exactly how long ago you gave money to somebody else. And also Officeworks and all businesses have an ABN number. And that way you understand straight away how you have to go and grow yourself. But on the emails, I promise you Officeworks also shows you the date and times in terms of how they're working. So I understand today is a Monday. I understand they're working until 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. But every single day I check out the business actual trading hours of what they're working on that day. So every single day is different, guys. So make sure you're always checking before you go to the store their trading hours on that day. And you may say, no matter what you say is just go and really understand to go and check the trading hours every single day so you can be ahead of the game. Whereas now what I do now, from this point of view, I'm understanding how other people are talking about me in terms of ways. I understand straight away that they never have a clue about how good I am. So how good I am is understanding that no matter what, that as I go and grow myself differently, I'm making sure I have plenty of products here to make sure I'm successful. So as I go and become more successful, I'm making sure I have everything I ever need. So what I need right now is just to be able to go and deliver content in a better way for myself. And I'm never losing any currency or anything, but I'm moving forward. I'm making sure that no matter what, I can let it be in a way that I'm learning. And as I'm learning, I'm making sure that you guys have to understand straight away how I feel. So how I feel is making sure now that since I'm actually moving forward, I realize that now what I want to do is I want to get myself a third-party information process. And now the third-party information process is I have to call them right now. And I have to call these people right now. And I want to call somebody who can actually give me the online tickets now. Which that's different. I'm moving forward with my business, but I understand I have to get the information here to link my beautiful ticket. I want to, I say make links online. I mean, now, are they going to give me money straight away online? Probably, guess what? Probably no. Probably they never want to give me money online. But guess what? Probably somebody may give me money online. In a sense, so no matter what, I realize that it's much more ticker tech contract or something like that. So let's have a look. I say it's much more how I feel. That what I want to do is I want to make an online nice beautiful content over here where I can make a online link. I want to sell tickets online, and I never sell tickets through Shopify or anything like that. I never sell anything on Shopify. I never sell anything on dropshipping. I never do dropshipping. I never do Shopify. I never do e-commerce stores. I never do e-commerce stores ever in my life. I never do it. I never do that, please. I mean, never do e-commerce stores and all that. I mean, never do Shopify and sell anything of your products online for money. I mean, just go and sell your events online, and just understand that is the only price you have. So what I do is I see Eventbrite. I see Eventbrite says sell tickets on Eventbrite. I see sign up for free. See now, Eventbrite is something that I understand straight away now. That these people can link me into a Ticketek online. So I'm understanding straight away that I'll go with Eventbrite right away. And I'm understanding that I can start selling tickets now. And now what I want to do is I'm just never straining myself, but I'm signing up over here to see exactly what I need to do in terms of life to sell my tickets online. And they may make a commission or whatever, but I'm learning to get the information now. And then what I do is I sign in with Facebook. And I'm making sure anyway that what I want to do is I want to be able to go and link my events. So as I link my events, I'm selling tickets always online with myself and my events with Eventbrite now. A little bit that way. I make sure I agree with them. I agree with what they want. I give them all the commissions that they want. I say, what's your level of experience hosting events? I say over here, I say beginner. I see I'm a beginner. I'm a beginner. I see what's this? So yeah, I see. I can say this is my first event. I can just say it's my first event. And guess what? A little bit that way. I see. How did you hear about this one? I see it. I just went around the nice and beautiful online advertisements and online search over here. And also I'm just signing the nice and beautiful, let's say, surveys over here. I see how many I see how many people do you plan to have your events. I can say more than 20 people, please. I see that's the most you can have. And also, how often do you plan to host events? I say monthly. I see weekly. I realize now weekly is something much more for me. I see weekly. I have to go do weekly. And what type of events you're hosting today? I mean, guess what? What type of events? I realize seminar or talk. I can let it be that way. And the name of your events, I can just say, this is something different now. I can say seminar level 1. I just say seminar. I just say seminar. Level 1 is the name of my event. And why seminar level 1? Actually, just the way it is, yeah? Actually, I say seminar level 1. But this is my information process. I'm going through information, as you can see. But now they're asking for which day is it on. Of course, they want me to do this event right away. So let's have a look over here. A little bit that way. And make sure that, anyway, I go selling tickets online straight away with this event. And the event ends at 9 p.m. I never end at 9 p.m. Or else I never end anything. By making sure that the event's going until 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. Or else that's 8 hours. So making sure that no matter what, that this is a location of my event, which is a nice and beautiful venue. So let's have a look over here, which is Mount Pritchard. Say Mounties. Say Mounties over here. Say Mounties. So what I need to do is I need to go and type the events. So I understand that as soon as you create the events, then they also are people who actually follow you as the nice and beautiful way of life over here. So people can actually see you. And as soon as you make an event, then you go and sign up to Eventbrite. As soon as you give the money to the people that you're organizing to the nice and beautiful event with, then guess what happens? You just give them a call anyway and just talk with them about everything. And just make sure you have a positive conversation with everybody, regardless of what's happening, and just compliment people when they're stupid with you. And that way I'm not saying that no matter what that say over here in terms of life, I see drag or drop or click a main event image. Now the main event image, you know. I see the description over here. The description over here is different. So what they want me to do is to add these events in terms of the nice and beautiful cover photo. So let me have a cover photo event page over here. So I'll go and I have to add a cover photo. So what I do is first I do everything with the nice and beautiful organization, and I go and link up the event with my Facebook page, and I give people money to have the event first, and then I go with Eventbrite, and then I go link up everything with Eventbrite from that point. So let's have a look at this nice and beautiful way of life over here. But as I go and nicely just be able to go and get my nice and beautiful, let's say, page over here, I'm making sure I have more than enough success daily to just go and do my Facebook page. So Danny Milivojevic is something different. So I'm going to say that, no matter what, I'll say Danny Milivojevic. Say Danny Milivojevic. Making sure that people can find my event page. So let's have a look. I want people to find my Facebook page. So how do I actually go to my Facebook page right here? So my Facebook page is right here. So let's have a look. And that's all different. It's on the side over here where it's manage page. So I'm not saying that what I do is Facebook's always changing their actual categories and what they do. And there's always something new going on in that. So I did reach some people over here. I see it's much more how I feel. The other people are replying to me over here. Probably they're writing something down. I realize this is something different, and I'm making sure that no matter what, I see other people are aware of me over here. I realize they're all laughing at me, yeah? Probably they're all laughing at me, mate. Come and get a ticket from me, mate. I see how people are laughing at me. They're laughing at me for creating an event over here. I thank you very much. Keep laughing at me. That's excellent for me. And what I do is a little bit that way. And what I do is I just focus upon never replying to them, because I understand straight away how I feel. So how I feel is I make sure they understand. I just do a nice and beautiful way of life over here. But it's funny how they're laughing at me. They're laughing at me and how I create a $200 event per ticket. Of course, they're laughing at me. Of course, they've never done that in their life. I see how I just go and enjoy myself, and these people are all people who dislike me. So I understand anyway that since that's the case, I realize that I feel that no matter what, that I can see straight away how I'm just enjoying myself. And I realize as I enjoy myself differently, I always have more enough success regardless of what's happening. And that way I'm not saying straight away, yeah. Yep. Thank you very much. I understand straight away how I describe myself regardless. And that way I'm understanding that no matter what, I'm getting some attention. So that's excellent. So they're giving me attention, and they're saying, hey, you're somebody, man. I'm a somebody around town, man. So if they're laughing at you, and if they're doing anything to laugh at you, then what you do is just realize straight away how you feel. So no matter what, it's much more if I reply over here, I have to say, I'm I mean, you have to give money, man. I mean, you have to give money. Alright, so I guess what approach it's much more how I feel to just do I. And as I do I make sure that no matter what, my event over here, it's just becoming more successful. But that's how it is, yeah? I mean, how it is, I understand, is I feel no matter what that I'm just successful, but other people is just jealous of me. And you can also go into Facebook and you can drag your photo into your desktop of the laptop, which is amazing. And you can get any kind of Facebook photo and drag it into your laptop desktop. And that way you understand straight away what I mean. And that way you understand how to go and do Life Creator. But as you do Life Creator for yourself, you have to understand straight away how you can just go and enjoy yourself differently, and then you're having a blast. I mean, you're having a beautiful time with yourself. But as you understand straight away how people are joking, and they're joking in a way that they never want to come to your nice and beautiful event because they can never afford it. I mean, they can never afford this, mate. I mean, so what I do is I make sure that I go and do a summary as well, and it's much more how I feel that they're jealous. So as I grow myself, I make sure I go and do something different very quickly, and I make sure I've been understanding that no matter what, that the Serbian people of Australia are bullying me out of the country, and they're bullying me everywhere, man. I mean, they're bullying me so much because they're all jealous, and I understand that, so I let it be that way. I'm laughing at them. I'm laughing at them because they have 9 to 5 jobs, and they have one kid. I'm laughing at them. I'm laughing at them. Russia now, I'm understanding anyway that since I'm understanding I deserve everything much more. I'm laughing at I'm laughing at all the Serbian people of Australia. I'm pretty sure of Australia. I'm laughing at all the Serbian people because they never understand me. I'm laughing at all of them because of how poor they are. Pretty sure. I'll let it be that way. Whereas I'm never poor, but I'm understanding straight away that what I do now is I'm moving on. So as I grow and love my life successfully, I'm just understanding straight away I deserve better. I deserve to have a greater legacy for myself. So what I do is I'm understanding that I'm allowed to laugh at people. And now, am I allowed to laugh at people? I'm always allowing myself to laugh at everybody. I'm allowing myself to laugh at everybody. When you have to laugh at people, I mean, never have to laugh at people, but I'm always laughing everything off, is what I'm saying. I'm laughing everything off. And that's how I actually grow. I grow in different scenarios. And I make sure that no matter what, that since that's the case, I'm making sure that no matter what, I can say the summary over here. And what I want to do is I want to just quickly go into my actual Facebook event over here. And I just want to go and edit this nice and beautiful event. And understand that no matter what, that as I go and grow myself, I'm looking to see exactly that you guys can go into your nice and beautiful event page over here on Facebook in your laptop, and you can go and control copy, and you can go and create your event over here, and you can go and paste it. And that's how it is, guys. I'm pretty sure that's how it is straight away. So just make sure that you understand that you say seminar level 1, and just make sure that no matter what, that you're learning very quickly upon how to actually do greater. But the thing is about life, that other people make it seem like they're bullying you and that they're making you seem like some stupid idiot or something. So what you do is move on and just understand that there is always people like that in the world who try to make you look stupid, and it's because they're stupid. When they're looking stupid over here. So I understand that it's a general admission ticket. I say the price, I mean, I say available quantity is just 100. And now I understand I'm going through the process over here of actually doing everything, but the price of the tickets is 200 per ticket. I see absorb fees, I see ticketing fees are deducting from the ticket revenue. I have no worries about that, but the thing is date and time, or else now the date time is every single day I'm learning how to go and just see the advanced settings and everything. So I'm understanding straight away how I go and grow myself. But as I go and see it's an e-ticket, I see pick up events, or else all the time I'm making sure that no matter what, I can just say it's an e-ticket. Or else I sell all my nice and beautiful ways of life through e-tickets over here. And as I grow myself, I have a description settings over here where I can put some descriptions or something like that. I realize anyway, what I'm doing is, I understand it's very nice and beautiful, where I'm understanding I can make a free event, I can make a donation event as well. I'll just go with that one there, and I'll just let it be that way. But it's more how it is, and I'll just go save it. I'm going to save it really quickly. So I'm understanding that Eventbrite has a nice and beautiful currency plan over here to give me money in Australian dollars. And I'm understanding that they are also somebody who just link the events to you, and it's on sale now. And what I do now is, since it's that kind of way, I'm making sure I go next. I'm making sure I can go and publish the event now. Or else it's that simple, huh? Or else, although make sure you understand that anyway, that what I do from this point is I'll make it public, I'll make a private, or else this is private and public, or else no matter what, that it's much more how I feel that I publish now. I publish today, publish it right now. Probably it's publishing at 4 o'clock today. So I'm understanding that no matter what, since that's the case, I make sure that no matter what, I have more enough time to succeed, and making sure that since that's the case, I can see just straight away that they're asking me when do I want to publish the tickets, and what I want to do is I want to publish it right now. So what I do is I understand straight away how to just save that, and I just move on. I publish it really quickly. I publish the ticket very quickly, and then guess what? Apparently it's much more how the Nice and Beautiful advertisement of your Nice and Beautiful capacity over here is just how it is. So as I grab myself, I just publish it now. I publish it, and at 4 p.m. today, the Nice and Beautiful Eventbrite ticket is happening. And now I have an actual ticket. I have a ticket over here. So let it be that way. I see the tickets happening for myself over here. But where is the actual money coming from? I mean, where is the actual ticket coming from? So how are they actually giving me money over here? I don't know. That's the thing, yeah. So what I do is I understand now I can share the actual link with friends. I can go and place the tickets over here. I can post the ticket over here. I'm making sure I'm moving forward. I'm making sure I understand how people are making fun of me very quickly. But that's why I'm making fun of them by being more successful. And as I'm more successful, I realize they're very jealous of me, these Serbian people of Australia. And that's why I have an admission link over here, and people can come and get the admission link, baby. And I update everything now, and that way now people can actually get my link over here, and I understand straight away how I go and do greater. So as I understand straight away how my audience is over here, I understand I have 8 responses with my actual Facebook over here. I'm learning very quickly upon understanding that Jesus Christ is saying that they are never even coming to heaven. And I can see it. Jesus Christ says that they are just people who are lonely and they have nothing of life, I'm not sure. But they have Jesus Christ, I'm not sure. Which is more how I understand straight away how they are. So they're just liars, man. I'm not sure now, every single day that no matter what, it's more how I feel that my event has a nice and beautiful tonality here. But how is that money going to my bank account is what I want to ask now. I want to ask them how it's actually going to my bank account. So let's have a look over here. So as people click my Nice and Beautiful Facebook link, I'm understanding at least I have a link. At least I have a link on my actual Facebook page now, where it's actually people can actually see what the event is and how it's actually going for me. So as I really go and see this Nice and Beautiful ticket tech and what's going on, people can actually see exactly what's going on with my tickets. So I'm understanding that no matter what, I can see straight away that people are going online and they can see tickets and the refund policy, and it's more people can contact the organizer to request a refund. They can contact me to request this refund. Thank you very much. I see Jesus Christ saying congratulations. I'm understanding that no matter what, what's important for me is I did do some tags around Mount Pritchard over here. And I'm also understanding that no matter what, that people can also now see the tickets online, and they can see straight away how to get those tickets. So when they click the ticket tech over here, now they go for a ticket range, or else they have to select admission, and they have to check out the process. They have to check out, and guess what? Probably just have the link there, and probably it's more enough. And what they do is they have to select their debit and MasterCard over here, and they have to give you the money. Probably that's all, yeah. But guess what? Probably where does the money go? Well, that's the thing. Actually goes to them now. Well, how is that possible now? Well, now what I need to do is contact Eventbrite to see exactly how the Nice and Beautiful way of life is. But that's the kind of process, and it's so easy. So yes, I have my Nice and Beautiful tickets online now, and all I do is I go and post a ticket to him. I just say, hey, I have a ticket booth, man. Make sure that you guys can understand straight away what I'm doing. So every single day I'm focusing on understanding that all I want to do now is I want to correspond to helping myself to go and link these people with my tickets over here. So what I do now is make sure that no matter what, that as I go and grow myself, I realize that some guy was being a smartass to me, so I'll just send him a link over here to just show him that now I have a link. I have a link now to send him to. I have a link to send to him now. So because I have a link to send to him, making sure that no matter what, that he can go and give me some money to see me. So as I go and do greater, making sure that no matter what I want to do now first is I want to go and call them. I want to call these people first. I want to make sure that no matter what, I have more enough every single day to go and dwell upon a better way for myself. But Eventbrite is what I need to call. But how does it work? I mean, there's more information I need to find out, because now since I have all of that, I have to call them. But how do I call them then? I mean, I can call them over here, and I have to ask them about all of that. I have to see what they're doing. So as I call them, I mean, Eventbrite is somewhere where they give me money, but where does that money go? I mean, that money goes to where? I mean, how did I even get my account number over here? I'm probably it's more, or else it's more how I have to go and sell tickets, yeah? I have to make sure that no matter what, that since I'm selling the tickets, I want to be able to show people to come to my events. But how is that possible? I mean, how are they doing that? So what I do is I have to get some more information. I have to get some more information about this process, because if you give me $1,000 billion, then where's that money going? I mean, is it going to Eventbrite or is it going to me? I have to give the account BSB number and all that. So no matter what, it's much more how I feel. So I have to do better.